Hey there, folks. We're going to go through your comments on the M&P. I've been shooting one a little bit. I don't have it with me right now. The one thing I want to say right up front is all you guys that are hassling me like, hey, you need the Apex trigger, you need the Apex trigger. I just want to say right from the jump, I have used an M&P with the Apex trigger. I will tell you, I think it is sick. It's awesome. It's even better than the Apex trigger setup on the Glock. It's like this trigger. It's like it's a flat shoe, and it's like the shoe or don't whatever. And then as far as the weight of the pull, like it's fine. Like it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like it's not really in the way. It's like a little bit heavy, like a kind of a duty pistol kind of should be. But the Apex trigger like M&P setups that I've shot are like sick. They're sick. Um, I will I will tell you, I already think that. I just want to shoot the gun stock for a while before I put that thing in there, which it will end up in there. I can't imagine what else I'd put in there. So I just want to say that right up front. Now let's go through your comments. It's fine in quotation marks. M&P gang rejoice. Yeah, look, like that's the kind of the way it should be with like that type of pistol. I think like with like a polymer striker fired service pistol type of thing. It's like a PDP or a Glock or I mean you just hold it. You're like yeah okay. I mean all the everything that the controls are where they should be. It's like okay, and then you shoot it and it does the thing and you're like all right, it's working. Everything is okay. Yeah, basically like it should just function. Um, that's the most important thing, and the M&P does appear to do that. Now, the shape of the grip, it's I would say I like it better than a PDP. I'm not as acclimated to it as a Glock. I probably won't end up liking it as much as a Glock, but maybe that'll change. But yeah, it's just like the shape of it, the feel of it. Does it do the things? Yes, good. Okay, myself and the other 27 NNP shooters, thank you for trying our platform. I think there's more than 27. There's maybe 28. Uh, but there, I mean, the M&P in my opinion is a very viable gun for for competitive shooting. It's there's people that carry them on duty. There's carry versions of the guns that are really good. They've got metal. We've got tons of versions of it. It's not SIG level product SKUs where it's like crazy, but there's enough there to kind of sink your teeth into that. Yeah, I mean, there's the platform seems like they've got a lot going on and a lot of options. So, I mean, I can see why people like the M&P so much. All right, Ben shoots doubles. It's fine. No trap music or fast slow edits. No soy jack face or thumbnail of a video. The duty pistol you need to purchase in 2025. No promo code for Raid Shadow Legends. I thought this was a YouTube gun review. Well, I don't think you guys need to buy it. I don't give a shit if you shoot one or not. It is, I'm just going to shoot it a little bit and, see what I think of it. Uh, Finally, the M&P review. It is a polymer 9mm that does polymer 9mm things, I presume. Yes, yes, it is. But like I said, the one nice thing about it as a platform is they do have the metal versions, they have comp versions, they have the more compact versions. I mean, they have a whole line there of stuff. And I've shot other versions of the gun, and again, it's like it all seems to basically work. I've had a couple of bad experiences, like one new M&P I shot a few months ago. It was like a student in class was shooting an M&P, and it was group. I'm not shitting you. It was grouping like this at 15 yards. I mean, it was crazy. Um, there was like the actual group was this big, and then there was like a smaller cluster like this, and it was like it would throw flyers out of the thing. I'm like, what the? It was like this gun's new. He had like 2,000 rounds through it. I was like, man, this gun's messed up. This is messed up. Like something is wrong. This thing needs to go back. Um, like that. But that stuff is few and far between. I see M&Ps in classes pretty frequently, and like I don't see a lot of problems with them. So to me, it seems viable. It's okay, just like a Glock. It's not flashy or Gucci. It's fast, accurate, goes bang. For me, it points a little better than Glock. And it's like a Glock, except more America. Um, Yeah, but like again, the product, like as far as the line of pistols, I think there's a lot more there as far as options. All right. I have the same M&P. After shooting 5,000 rounds through it, I replaced the trigger with an Apex, put a tungsten uncaptured guide rod in, experimented with both recoil springs, and settled on the 14 pound. Yeah, I mean that setup sounds really good to me. I may not do the 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 guide rod thing because I don't love it when the guns are front heavy. Maybe I would. Um, but yeah, the Apex trigger is really good in that. It feels really good setup. Lightning the recoil spring makes sense to me. All right. I used the gun in club USPSA matches and Steel Challenge. Round count is now about 12,000 rounds with no malfunctions. Yeah, I could totally see that. So glad to see M&Ps getting love. They are really overlooked for no good reason. I don't know if they're over, like I see them a lot. I don't know if they're really overlooked. It doesn't have the institutional kind of push behind it that Glocks have. But I think people are aware of M&Ps. It was just the one thing I'll tell you, like the M&P ones, the 1.0 or the original ones, they were they were so bad that a lot of people, like to me, it's like I didn't even look at the 2.0. It's like I don't give a shit. Like I mean, we'll see in a few years, like what happens because like the original guns, and this was a long time ago now. It was like these guns are shit. Like they had all kinds of issues, especially like people couldn't get them to group properly. It was just like, what's going on with these guns? Yeah. All right, that's about what I was expecting. The grip is actually exactly what made me love the M&P. I felt like I'd never get a good connection with flat-sided grips. A M&P has just enough palm swell, depending on the backstrap, that it works better for me. Not to mention that excellent grip texture. Yeah, after 1 year and 30,000 rounds to M&P, I took Glock out again to double check myself, and while I did fine with it, the lack of connectability stood out more than ever. I could definitely see how someone who shoots and likes Glocks a lot might find the M&P grip weird, maybe small differences in recoil or whatever, but ultimately it's reliable, simple, and perfectly shootable. It's pretty much a Glock for people that Glocks don't fit. It's a good gun. Yeah, and to me, like that's kind of a good way to approach purchasing a striker fired pistol. Is like make a list. 5 years ago, I'd say, okay, look at the Glocks or M&Ps, the P or whatever. Like just look at them and just take the one that fits your hands well. All right. And now I would cut 320 off that list now, but it's kind of the same thing, right? You're like, well, if it works and it does the things, then it's going to come down to the one you like the feel of, like that fits you, that you kind of gel with. That's probably the one you should be using because other characteristics can be changed, like the trigger weight or the trigger shoe, blah blah. Blah. You can change a lot of things. But as far as the feel of it, that's kind of the hard thing to change. The M&P is the Glock for people who want better ergonomics, metal sights, and guide rod. Just about the same level of aftermarket support, equal durability and reliability, all at a slightly lower cost. Okay. Also, Ben is totally tactical Harry Dunn in this video. I don't know about the same level of aftermarket support. There's probably enough aftermarket support. Um, you can probably find the holsters and the stuff and the accessories that you need, but like as far as the level of support there is for Glock, it's crazy. It's crazy. These reviews are awesome. It makes you realize that as long as the gun runs, it doesn't really matter price, brand, etc. Pick what you like and go shoot. Yeah, you should pick what speaks to you or what fits you well or something like that. They're all going to get you to the same place. That's one thing I learned in competitive shooting, was you could take any platform pretty much, and there would be guys that somehow, some way get it to a place where they're shooting really good scores with it. They're doing really well in matches. Like you're going to be able to do that with pretty much anything. So it's like you have to be kind of open-minded about that. Recognize that, you know, you can get the guns to do the things if that's really what you want to do. Okay, my decision to switch from a PDP to an M&P has finally been validated. Thank you, Ben. You're welcome. And yeah, this isn't really the gun for me. It's accurate, I guess, but why wouldn't I just get a Glock? Glock is better. No, I didn't say that. I mean, the Glocks are. I like the Glocks. The Glocks are good. All right, I think one of M&P's best features, how it naturally appoints. Yeah, I mean it's not the Glock angle, is it? It's it does feel more natural, and I think I like it. I prefer it to the PDP just as far as the grip feel. Um, at the gun store range I work at, Smith& Wesson is unfortunately the guns that have the most warranty claims filed. Okay, this is interesting. This is counted up from our paperwork that we file every time a gun breaks or comes in with manufacturing defects to the point that Smith needs to be contacted. This was heartbreaking because previously I considered the Shield Plus M&P 2.0 to be no-brainers to recommend to customers. All of the quality control issues and issues in our range have now made me hesitant. I will say, however, most of the issues are with models other than these two, but across the board, quality control has dropped. Curious to see how this turns out for you, Ben. Yeah, I don't know about Smith& Wesson QC because I don't see outside of the M&P 2.0s. I don't see that many Smith& Wesson guns, and like I said, I don't give a shit about them. I don't see people shoot them that much. Um, yeah, the follow-up comment on this was good. Have you compared those repair rates to the number of units sold by your store in the area? Yeah, I mean, I imagine you sell a lot of them too. Um, let's see what else there is. This guy, yeah, he has extensive time on the M&Ps. Apex polymer shoe and Sear upgrade kit transforms. Yes, I agree. I've used that. Grip takes a while to get used to. Gun is insanely precise. I don't know, maybe. Took 2 years to break it enough to make slide always snap completely in battery, but 100% reliable. Oh, yeah. So I have seen some people with M&Ps, but if they've modified the recoil springs, and so I don't know exactly how they're running it, but I've seen it where if they slam in mags, like it'll pop, the gun pops out of battery. Like I think that's kind of a thing, but I think people are maybe going too light on the recoil springs. All right, I'm loving this. As a shooter of many platforms as well, I've found the M&P to be among my favorites. Given the complaints or problems you've had with many other platforms, it's fine. It runs. The bullets go where I want is about exactly what I was hoping for. Yeah, yeah, that's what it should do. It's like it should run, it should go where I want. It doesn't have any characteristic that really jumps out at me. Like the PDPs, for example, like have a snap to the recoil where you're just like, this seems to recoil excessively for a 9mm pistol. Like, and I've fired those a lot, you know? It's like this one seems weird. It seems different. Um, hmm. These reviews are why I started watching and I stayed for the drama. Well, that's one way to do it. I tend to go to channels for drama and stay for the productive shit. I like that I have familiar sentiments to yours and comment to others on guns. Some of the hate lash is epic. Yeah, the hate lash is good. First of all, sick truck. Yeah, yeah, I like my truck. It's sad they stopped making the good Tacomas. Second, thanks for being a real dude on here. Third, the M&P pistols should be in way more guys' holsters, even the first gen ones. Well, I don't know about that. Fantastic pistols, especially in more powerful chamberings. Well, yeah, what's the point of that? If I hadn't committed so much to Glocks and Glock mags, I'd be an M&P guy, no hesitation. Uh, yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing with Glock is like there's just so much again like institutional stuff behind it. Whereas like for me, I couldn't get away from Glocks if I wanted to. Like I have to shoot them for work. Like there's just too many places I use. Like I kind of have to shoot a Glock. It's the way it is. Okay. Well, we'll keep it going. I'm going to be shooting the gun a lot more. And like I said, guys, Apex nerds, I fully understand the Apex stuff for this gun is crazy. It's really good. And that's where it's going to end up. Um, but I'm going to shoot it, I'll shoot it for a while before I do that. Absolutely.